Hey guys, just thought I'd put together a quick video. As you can see, I'm down here in Melbourne, got my hoodie on, it's nice and cold like usual, but there is a saying that says I'm feeling under the weather, and I thought I'd explore that a little bit more given what the weather is here, especially in this part of the world, as I know through a lot of the conversations I'm having with a lot of people that I work with and help, that people at the moment are feeling a bit flat, bit emotionally drained, lacking motivation, struggling to have energy like they want to have. So I thought I'd put this one together to give you some insight, some clarity, maybe a way forward, something to try. So if you're feeling any of those things right now, first of all, I just want to let you know that it's normal. Might not be normal to feel that way, but it is normal to be feeling it right now because it's happening a lot, all right? You got to remember how the weather works and how it affects us, first of all. So before I can give you something to go on with, I'll sort of give you some clarity as to how and why it's happening. If the moon has the ability to move oceans, all right, and we're 80% water, what do you think it can do to us? And it's not just the moon. I'm just using that as an example to get you thinking, to open you up to what our bodies are actually interacting and engaging with all the time, whether we know it or not. And there's a lot more where under the weather comes from, if you think about that, okay? But in reference to how to feel better, the most important part is to understand how it is that we think and feel and how it all works. All right, now when it comes to making sense of something, we feel first. All right, so if you're sitting here and you're saying you feel all those things I just said, that's the first step. The second part is to change the way we think about it. Why do we feel low energy? Why do we feel uninspired? Why do we feel flat? Why do we feel under the weather? We need to change our relationship mentally with how we feel about what we're going through emotionally. And then what happens is once we change that, then we can actually change the way we feel. Even though the feeling itself hasn't changed, our mindset and our relationship with how we feel has. Therefore, we feel differently. And then once you feel differently, you actually think differently. So it's a bit of a 1-2, 1-2 sort of thing. Feel, think, feel, think. But then at the end of that thinking cycle, becomes a state of being. You are different. You just are. You embody a different way, a different energy. All right, so in reference to how you can feel better, think better, be better sort of stuff, you need to ask yourself what it is you're doing in your life that's making you feel this way. All right? You need to make sense of that. Because if you make sense of that, you will be able to take your first step forward to feeling better, to having more energy. Are you eating the right foods? Are you having the right conversations? What do you do for a job? Are you doing things that interest you and inspire you, lighten you up? Or are you dealing with negative people all the time? Are you dealing with critics? Or, criticism, should I say? Are you getting enough sleep? This is all very basic questions, but at least it's a starting point. All right, because for us to get into the deeper mechanics as to how we work, like I sort of touched on before, you've got to be at least brave enough or prepared enough to sit with yourself and not just keep on the busy, more, next type of cycle. Because all you're doing there is repeating the same habit that doesn't serve you, that's making you feel how you currently feel. What's something small that you could implement into your life that could help you, If you're watching this video, and there's something that I'm not mentioning or something that you're specifically going through, or someone else who is, drop in the comments below something that you'd like a little bit more specific sort of information on, and I can either do a video on that or I will reply directly to you underneath. So yeah, let me know. But hopefully this video serves as a starting point to know that you are okay, number one, but then number two, how can we go about progressing forward, feeling better, thinking better, and being better. All right, so I look forward to your comments. Hopefully something in here is helpful, and I'll drop another one soon.